Maybe someone doesn't know me yet. Then I'll take you into my world today. Come and listen to my story.
I am Master Wu. Maybe in your eyes I am the one who always carries a cup of tea.
Say something reasonable at the moment when the tiger named Elias
Put me in the container. I found that I had lived for thousands of years.
became a teacher for countless people in the end. I still have a class that I haven't finished.
Everything should start with the first generation. Welcome the Master of Rotation. My father is the combination of ghosts and dragons created by one hand.
The whole Ranger country as the descendant of the founded god.
My brother and I, Jumanju, have been
I will
told since
inherit the
childhood
power
of my father's creation.
And my brother will birth path of destruction only.
The brother's heart can maintain the balance of the world. I have been familiar with this word since I was
A child, but who really knows what balance
At
is.
that time, Jumanju. It's just two kids who have been fighting in dojo all the time. Balance is just a distant word.
That is the age when humans and survive
Snakes
in a
and
fragile
monsters.
and peaceful period. I am curious.
I heard that there is an ancient golden tower hidden deep in the Snake Valley. I asked my brother to accompany me to explore. Jumanju was firmly opposed at first.
But I was young and vigorous at that time. How can I listen
in the
to
end,
advice?
I still dragged him in. We just entered the Snake Valley. I haven't had time to find the entrance to the golden tower. I was arrested by Thesaudius. Manmo for Trespassingento, the forbidden area.
Directly thrown into Thekord and damp dungeon.
Just when we thought we're going to be done.
A young snake girl appeared outside the prison. Her name is Aspire.
I am learning from Manboto, become a snake monster. Sorcerer, her eyes are secretly says he can release us. But the condition is to promise here one request in the future.
I agreed without saying anything, although my brother did not agree. But I don't want to turn around. He thought it was just a risk for the two teenagers. But I'm different, my father taught me. Although the promise is light, it is as sheavy as a mountain, so I hid from everyone.
I secretly went back to the Snake Valley to find Aspire start to fulfill the promise. Teach her how to switch in that period of time. She learned very fast.
We became friends. Jumanju still found out that I was in private contact with her. She warned me not to leave her. I always have a bad feeling. I knew it with a smiley, thought she was too nervous.
After all, Aspire is just a little girl who wants to learn, but I was
The
wrong.
day Aspire learned the illusion of rotation, I broke her promise to overthrow the rule of the King of Manbo. Jumanju is going to take over the territory of mankind in the kingdom
At
of
that
mankind.
moment, I seemed to have handed a pot of ice water. I personally handed the illusion of rotation to a poisonous snake. This is the first time I really experienced the so-called balance of
I
cruelty.
used the original intention of creation, but I provided her with a tool
In order to
destroy
fix it,
Jumanju, and I had tossed the forbidden tree left by my father. The forbidden tree scrolls combined to defeat Aspire. Locked her in the golden tower for 1,000
She tried to
years.
exchange her previous kindness for her freedom.
But I have seen through her truths, refused her unreasonable request. She dared not speak my name, swear to come back after 1,000 years, revenge me.
My father learned that at this time extremely disappointed.
Hiding the existing forbidden tree scroll swear that from now on no longer trust us. Later, we moved to the Heisman Mountain of the Kingdom of Jumanju was also soon infected by the poison of the swallowing demon at that moment.
She seemed to have become a stranger. I didn't know. I only felt that my brother had become bad. Never thought that it was the hand of the Master of Darkness.
In order to help Jumanju recover Ayenne, she followed my father's instructions. Looking for the antidote for the swallowing demon, I met countless enemies on
My
the way.
father's first disciple, Miniwaya Master, who wants to rule the world. The Sphinx who claims to be able to fulfill his wishes and eager to enter the color of the real world. But when we defeated these enemies, we didn't find the antidote for this swallowing demon with my father coming. What we face is Samarkand, the original master of the tiger. We defeated Samarkand, put her in the underworld. The original master of the tigress, her hatred to use her to absorb the power of the master of the We
element.
defeated the first generation of the master of the tiger. Her soul was sucked into her own body. It belongs to the evil fruit. Since my brother was defeated by Master Chern, I took Samuka as my disciple.
He was just a beggar in sympathy. I slowly taught him the path of benevolence. I hope he can stand alone. Give him a gift.
When I found out that a kite could float by itself,
I found out that Samuka was descendant of Master Fengshi.
this makes me believe that he iced green benevolence in the prophecy. I have high expectations of him. He thought he could take this position.
But fate didn't choose him when Samuka left the shrine in a fit of anger. When he came to a snowy place, he watched the dragon chasing Samuka. I couldn't help but Decidito save him, but he still thought it was fate. Never thought this was a master's help.
He swore to find his father's stone to prove himself. Since then,
Samuka's departure became my biggest regret since Samuka left. I fell in love with the most beautiful girl in my life. I personally taught them the magic circle trick.
Our relationship in training is getting closer. We have never used our power to defeat each other in a duel.
In order to prove my love for him, I wrote him a letter.
But I never thought that my Shaza would marry Samuka. It was because Sama mentioned the name of my letter. Then I had to fight with the snake monster. The surrounding villages were all sent in by the wild.
I decided to form the element El Inseto, stop the snake monster before
Samuka once looked for me to discuss the future of the benevolent
He claimed
country.
that he was looking for a power that could stop the war. I don't agree with his act of taking revenge. The real power comes from the person well. This is the reason my father taught us. It is also the premise that we have already prepared. My brother did
Maybe
listen.
in the future, we really have to rely on Jumanchu to stop
After
the war.
leaving Jumanchu, I thought that the battle with the snake monster
Until
was
Srick
appeared and changed a series of puzzles.
We defeated the snake monster with the divine They were completely sealed in the two Master Churn, and
Klaus were released when we thought the war was over.
the time and space twins were betrayed by Master Churn. They claim that controlling time is controlling everything. I realized that the only way to stop them was to use the stone and
For this
steal.
reason, I let Lei and May complete the task of
Absorb
time
their
and
abilities,
space.
the task of time and space.
Completely released in time, but they don't want to accept failure. Instead, they are willing to lose themselves. We thought that the threat of time and space twins was finally over.
In the end, the time and space twins brought the Red Snake Army
We
here.
were forced to fight with these snakes. We were completely invincible in an instant.
But fortunately, Lei and Maya came to help us in time, defeated the Red Snake. At this time, the time and space twins part hose Red Snakes and their mecha together.
We are not inferior to big guys in front of us.
Fortunately, Lei and Maya provoked them. They chose to travel through time again.
That the task of time and space should have been left to us, but it appeared again.
I let Lei and Maya putrid in the sea of waste, ensured that this dangerous weapon would not be taken away by the bad guys.
Later,
used.
I asked Mr. Foratikus the memory of this battle. Ensured that the balance safe time was not broken.
After that, I trained Cow's mother Lily become a hero.
She is also a master of the land. Sometimes she will take on some more dangerous tasks. I look forward to her return every time. She also told me.
Every time she approached Theath, her strength will become stronger. When she gave birth to Ko, I happened to be there after Jumanju married Misa.
I feel happy for my brother, but for Mrs. feelings, I still feel melancholy. When Jumanju completely fell into Thebes, I had to defeat my brother myself.
Since then, I have taken all the bullets in the world to protect the
In order
benevolent.
not to let Jumanju get golden weapon, I will spread them, hidden in the four corners of the world, protected by the dragon. A few centuries of long and lonely I eventually cultivated Ku, Jie, Kaisan,
and later became the green benevolent. They turned them into a few handsome young men.
can carry the legend of Chikanin, the end of the world, all the way. I have accompanied them to fight the Kuro army snake monster stone army. Mercenary robot pretend to be crazy. There is also a ghost army.
And time and space twins when he met Moro again like last time.
I still chose to help him when he was in trouble, but Moro chose to accept his fate. He handed the crystal to me.
You should only save the students who are sincere. This sentence made me no return to God for a long time.
As if 40 years ago, Moro and now Panro to people I didn't even see it.
Moro
clearly.
was pulled into the water by Thesal. I took the crystal and saved Laued.
Later helped Ku stimulate the spirit of the
Ghost when Klaus released the giant spirit.
I immediately came at the library to look.
Information, but Nadikon was the first to find me. I tried to make a wish to get the power to defeat him and avoid this battle from hurting the innocent. He directly dispelled my wish.
I realized that it was no to defeat him by I can only make a wish to let everything pass. I was sucked into the Tylahan Lake.
With Klaus as my partner when Klaus saved us from the giant spirit.
I took the rest of the people to protect the people as the white light
Everything
flashed.
went back to before Nada Khan was released.
When Macias was taken over by the pirate group, I took the benevolent to Thaisland of Darkness
On the
to
way,
save him.
I met my own shadow who claimed that my father was a hypocrite and a coward who dared not face it alone. I didn't care about his nonsense. He was always laughing at my Teddy's bandit, always entangled in my shadow. But maybe my shadow is right, getting the benevolent in is indeed my selfish behavior.
But since I chose this path, no matter what the result is,
They have chosen this kind of life, just like a seed is planted for some reason. The trees will grow higher and higher, will become stronger. And stronger. I face their black hand behind all this. That person is the one who should go to the Waterland Village clouds.
he used these dark materials to generate light reflected into a dark temple. To rule the world, I've heard too many similar speeches from the rebels. When I was about to go, Klaus Chosetta escaped like a coward, but I also know
Only the benevolent can stop him when Klaus successfully rejuvenated the light temple.
I sent the golden mecha that IH8D, the benevolent, move over to you. I used it to defeat Klaus, used the golden power in it to disperse the darkness.
Recovered the balance at this moment. The guidance my father gave was right. Since then, we have returned to the
Kingdom
Ranger.
to celebrate the day of the Immortalcy. Never thought I would see Moru again. He told me about Master Yang's conspiracy, helped us stop Master Yang. Before leaving, I also thanked him after the day of the Immortals.
I came alone to the save ground to face Kronix.
I knew very well that Kronix would return after 40 years. I thought I could alone.